If you can't seem to chill the heck out for meditation, this video is for you. It might be your goal to learn how to meditate, but you just can't seem to slow your racing thoughts or find comfort sitting still for very long. You are not alone. I want to be able to help you with that a little bit. Even the most practiced meditators need to work on being still and finding stillness and enjoying stillness. And we are all still human, so we have many things to work through and navigate. Each day, week, quarter, month, year, moment offers us something to be fixated on and distracted by. This video is both instructional and experiential, meaning I am going to tell you what to do, but I'm also going to display what to do, and you can join me while I display it. The concept is simple. The practice can be more challenging. I know that when I'm stressed about anything, it can be really loud up in here. And what I want to be able to help you with is to start to quiet yourself, your mind, practice being okay with stillness. And what I know is that going from frantic and chaotic to in a meditative state can be a difficult gap to bridge. So we're going to practice that together. But I want to talk about some of these key principles really quickly. We are talking about nervous system regulation. So if within your body you are feeling frantic within your mind, as above, so below. So if you are crazy in your mind, you're going to be crazy in your body. It's going to be very, very hard to drop in and sit still. But I want you to keep in mind it is possible and available, and we will practice that together here in a minute. Another component I want to point out is the sort of spiraling effect of how we feel. So we might want to be able to meditate, but can't calm down. And then we get mad that we can't calm down. And then we're angry that we're mad that we can't calm down. And then we're sad at the way this is going and that we feel hopeless or helpless, right? So it has this piling effect, and we're going to do some talking down, some dropping in together. Because what I want to point out without piling on for you is that fear attracts fear. Anxiety attracts anxiety. So the more you're living in and feeling those fears, those insecurities, the more susceptible you are to stay on that path. So we have to very literally stop the momentum of feeling bad and attempt to create good feelings, relaxed feelings, safe feelings. And so the last thing I want to point out before we get started is that this is going to require trust. It's going to require surrender. It's going to require faith. Faith being belief in the unseen. And in this case, trust being relational. Relational with me, that I can guide you through this. Trust with yourself, that you can do this on your own. And trust that it will work out for you. When we are afraid, our desire to control sort of gets driven up. We feel out of control, and of course, we feel unsafe. When we're afraid, we're really focused on survival. We will try to neutralize some of those fears as to be able to calm down enough to practice stillness for meditation. So, without further ado, let's give it a go. What I'm about to do is display to you me doing this for myself so that you can follow along. You can come back to this video and let me guide you through it a few times. But what I would suggest is practice doing this for yourself. What I'm displaying is being my own loving parent, being my own best friend, talking to myself as my higher self. And so what I say will very likely resonate for you. And what I would suggest is that you start to practice this authentic speaking for yourself. A great place to practice this is in the mirror. Okay. Let's give this a try. Okay. So let's say I'm stressed about relationship or finances or career. Okay. We'll just go with finances. And so I want to pick up my phone, I do this, by the way. Pick up my phone, go to my YouTube channel, find one of the money manifestation meditations, and I put it on. And here I am, like, I'm still too wound up in fear. Okay. So I'm not really listening to the meditation. I'm not really dialed into what's being said. Now, I can let that meditation wash over me and I can like try to let it come in, but I don't know if you understand skin, but if you don't exfoliate before you put lotion on, the lotion cannot penetrate the skin. We have to exfoliate the rough, dead skin first before we can absorb the lotion, which is moisturizing, neutralizing, right? And so that's kind of how this applies with meditation, affirmation, and whatever it is we're trying to, again, create that positive momentum and manifest something. So, let's do a little soul exfoliation, if you will. So, I'm going to offer a few different ideas here to help. This is all about, so we're using the term dropping in, and we're thinking nervous system regulation, we're thinking creating safety, and we're thinking creating stillness of the mind. So that's what I'm going to be displaying. So if I were here meditating by myself, couldn't get into it, I'm too freaked out, I'm frantic, my can't quiet the thoughts, right? I am going to grab some essential oils. Maybe you have a spray that you like. This is actually just a blend that I made for myself. So I like to rub my hands together and I like to create this friction so that I'm starting to feel myself where I'm at in my body. So I will close my eyes, bring my hands together, and I'm smelling the diffusing of this essential oil as I create this friction between my hands. Okay. And we're going to bring those hands together. And I'm really going to tune into my senses. And I might bring my hands to the sides of my neck with that essential oil, creating an experience of me and my body. Just me and my body. Where I am, I might tap. Okay. That helps to create that sort of spatial awareness of here I am right here, right now. Okay, so I might tap, I might touch, I might press. I'll ground my feet, meaning place both feet on the ground and feel myself sort of planted. And I will definitely be taking deep breaths and sighs of relief. The sigh of relief helps to audibly release tension from the body, and you can almost feel it expelling, exorcising. So we're gonna together, ah, you can just let it leave. Okay. Another practice I'm going to do, I'm going to pick up sage for starters. Sage is to help clear good and bad energy. Okay. So I'm just going to light the end of this. You do not want to keep sage on fire. You want to light it, blow it out, and let it smoke. This is another chance to get into your body. And another thing I want to mention is that when you do these sort of rituals frequently, your body recognizes the smell of the essential oil. You might get crystals out that sort of create a protective barrier. Mine are currently stored away. But the sage is another smell that will really let you know, one, the energetic clearing that it actually is, plus the smell, the recognition of it's safe where we are. We've created this protective barrier for ourselves, and we're able to really drop into the space. So let's take another deep breath in. And full breath out. Keep the sighs coming out if you're following along with me. So, touching, we've created smell, we've created smoke. If you don't want smoke, Another great thing that I suggest is something like rose spray, rose water. Okay. You can get this at your local drugstore. It creates that nice scent of rose. It's like washing, right? And so it helps to create this whole mood, this whole vibe, telling your body we are creating the time, the space, the opportunity to really drop in. Now, I'm instructing at the moment. If I were doing this for myself, I'd be going a lot slower. I have slowed my speaking down a little bit, but I would be moving through these rituals maybe 1 to 3 to 5 minutes at a time to where I'm really creating the space for my body to calm down. I also have another video called How to Stop Intrusive Thoughts, which is very helpful for this topic. And it's a lot more about journaling. And so if I were having some trouble, I might start journaling and writing down the intrusive thoughts, the racing thoughts, the things that I'm afraid of, just as much of a brain dump as I possibly can. So if that interests you, you should check out my video, How to Stop Intrusive Thoughts. And so the next thing we're going to do is start to talk to ourselves, okay, as that loving parent. And as we said, right now, stressed about finances. So if I were talking to myself about this, I would begin to encourage myself. I understand that you're scared. I understand that it's stressful. I understand that it's uncertain. I understand that it's heavy. I understand. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. I get you. I got you. I got you. God's got you. Spirit's got you. Your ancestors got you. You are gotten. You are held. You are protected. You are guided. You are safe. It's okay. You are okay. It will be okay. I'm going to come out of this exercise to say I was able to crack my neck and my shoulders and my back because my body is beginning to loosen. I'm not saying you have to crack. I'm saying that's for me a great sign that the tension of my muscles are beginning to loosen and I'm creating that range. So maybe you might stretch a little bit because most stress, if not all, creates tension in the body. And the more you relax, the looser you become, the slower the mind gets, the slower the heart gets, and the more available you are for a practice like meditation. I should probably instruct longer, and I will tell you, I'm going to tell you personally, that's all it takes at this point. What I just said has me in a relaxed state, ready to meditate. And so I displayed a little bit of what talking gently, lovingly, kindly to yourself looks like. If you feel that you need more of that, again, I invite you to practice this for yourself and see what you need to hear. I was going to point out this is like a pep talk. It's like the most loving version of you, your higher self, loving you, nurturing you, encouraging you, cheering you on, seeing you through. It's really amazing. If you feel like it's hard to get there, you're not bad, you're not wrong, you're not getting it wrong. It takes practice. What you just saw, the shift you just saw, is 8 years of practice, and I don't always get it right. And sometimes I have to talk a little longer. Sometimes I have to get some journaling going. Sometimes I need a few meditations, but I want you to know that it gets better with practice. My favorite example, but it would be so silly to expect to go to the gym on your first day and start lifting 100-pound weights. It's not safe. It's not responsible. So to expect yourself on day one of meditation or day one of self-regulation to be some pro, you're not setting yourself up for success. Be gentle, be kind, because my favorite quote is, if being tough on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. I am a professional being tough on myself. It doesn't work. This works. I've proven it over and over again. And I encourage you to keep trying it over and over again. I also encourage that if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments, and I will be sure to circle back and answer them as best as I can. Oftentimes, your comments spark a whole new video, so I really appreciate your interaction with these videos, with these insights, with these practices. If this was helpful, please like, comment, share, subscribe. If you know someone trying to get better at meditation, please share this. This is the work we get to do, and this is the work we get to share. This is how we heal together. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I love you.